In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 college basketball games happening on January 26, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Maryland versus Indiana, a pair of evenly matched teams in the conference standings, will face off on Sunday. The Maryland Terrapins, boasting a 15-5 record straight up and a 10-10 record against the spread, delivered an impressive 91-70 victory over number 17 Illinois on Thursday as plus 6.5 underdogs on the road. Meanwhile, the Indiana Hoosiers, with a 14-6 Sioux and 10-10 against the spread record, suffered a 79-70 loss on the road to Northwestern on Wednesday as plus 5 underdogs. On Sunday, the Maryland Terrapins will travel to Bloomington to take on the Indiana Hoosiers in a pivotal Big Ten Conference matchup. Maryland heads into the game riding the momentum of their best win of the season, a commanding 21-point triumph over Illinois in Champaign on Thursday. This marked the Terrapins' first road win of the season, putting them firmly on course for an NCAA tournament berth. In contrast, Indiana remains on the tournament bubble after their disappointing loss to Northwestern. A victory tonight would significantly bolster their resume with a valuable quad 1 win. Despite having the support of their home crowd, Indiana faces a challenging task against Maryland, who we predict will cover the spread as the short favorites. Maryland's current position as a slight favorite is justified, and we anticipate them to cover the spread on the road. The Terrapins showcased their offensive firepower with a 91-point explosion in their last game, and Indiana's defense appears ill-equipped to contain them. Nationally, Indiana ranks a lowly 191st in points allowed per game, while Maryland is ranked 12th in points per game. The Terrapins also excel in advanced metrics, ranking 27th in adjusted offensive efficiency and 25th in turnover percentage. Maryland's ability to take care of the ball should further tilt the scales, as Indiana struggles to force turnovers at a high rate. So the Maryland Terrapins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The over has hit in 8 of Maryland's last 12 road games. The Terrapins thrive against teams that allow a high number of field goal attempts, a category where Indiana fits. Maryland is highly efficient both from beyond the arc and inside, while their defense forces turnovers at a strong rate, creating opportunities for transition points. Ranked 43rd in fast break points, Maryland poses a significant challenge for Indiana after their 91-point outburst against Illinois. Although the Hoosiers have struggled offensively in recent games, this matchup holds considerable importance for them following several tough losses. They are expected to perform well for at least the majority of the contest. Indiana excels in generating points off offensive rebounds, ranking 7th in potential quick points and 2nd in second chance conversion percentage. Furthermore, they have been markedly better on their home court this season, ranking 26th in Haslametric's home court metric. Last season, these two teams combined to average 139.5 points per game across their 2 meetings, splitting the total at 1-1. While Indiana may not boast one of the Big Ten second's most prolific offenses, they can contribute meaningfully here, especially at home. They average 81 points per game at Assembly Hall and rank 85th nationally in tempo and 73rd in adjusted offense, according to Ken Palm. In their last 8 games, Indiana has scored at least 77 points on 5 occasions. On the other hand, Maryland ranks 64th in tempo and 28th in adjusted offense, emphasizing their ability to score quickly and efficiently. The Terrapins have posted at least 74 points in 5 of their last 6 games. The over has gone 4-1 in the last 5 games for both teams, underscoring the likelihood of a high-scoring affair. Both squads play at a fast pace, with Maryland and Indiana ranking 64th and 85th in tempo, respectively. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Nebraska versus Wisconsin. We have an exciting Big Ten basketball matchup scheduled for Sunday afternoon. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are coming off a narrow loss to USC on Wednesday, where they were defeated 78-73 as 7-point favorites on their home court. Meanwhile, the number 18 Wisconsin Badgers managed to edge past UCLA in a nail-biting 85-84 victory on Tuesday night, overcoming the odds as plus 3.5 road underdogs. The Badgers pose a significant challenge for the struggling Cornhuskers in this weekend's game. Nebraska has been enduring a rough stretch, losing their last 5 games, with their offensive production taking a major hit. They currently rank last in the Big Ten in scoring, which has severely hampered their ability to stay competitive. Their struggles extend to defending the perimeter, where they rank 15th in the conference in three-point defense. This defensive vulnerability could be their undoing against Wisconsin, a team that excels at shooting from beyond the arc. The Badgers rank 6th in the Big Ten in three-point shooting percentage and are 4th in three-point field goals made per game. With a disciplined offense and a strong home record of 10-1 this season, Wisconsin has the tools to dictate the tempo and control the game on their home court. Last season, these two teams faced off twice, splitting the series, with the home team securing both the straight-up and against-the-spread wins each time. The Cornhuskers, however, are in a slump right now, with their last 3 losses decided by 5 points or fewer. Unfortunately for Nebraska, their road performances against Big Ten opponents have been dismal this season, with 3 consecutive losses by an average margin of 25 points per game. The Badgers, despite a recent 2-point loss that may drop them out of the top 25 rankings, are expected to play with intensity and determination in this game. As one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the conference, Wisconsin has a clear edge against Nebraska's weak perimeter defense. This matchup sets the stage for the Badgers to capitalize on their strengths and dominate a struggling Cornhuskers team. Over the last 6 games, Nebraska is just 2-4 against the spread, while Wisconsin has gone 5-1 against the spread in the same span. So the Wisconsin Badgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cornhuskers' offensive woes have been apparent throughout their current losing streak, as they have failed to score more than 73 points in 3 of their last 5 games. This season, Nebraska ranks 14th in the Big Ten in scoring, highlighting their inability to generate consistent offense. On the other hand, the Badgers rank 7th in the conference in scoring margin and boast one of the most efficient offenses in the nation. Wisconsin is expected to dominate this game from the opening tip, building a substantial lead and keeping Nebraska's sputtering offense in check. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. UAB versus Memphis. The UAB Blazers and the 24th-ranked Memphis Tigers are set to clash on Sunday afternoon in what promises to be an intriguing matchup. UAB comes into the game riding high after a decisive victory over UTSA, improving their conference record to 5-1. Similarly, Memphis also boasts a 5-1 record following a gritty win against Wichita State. Ranked number 24, Memphis is gearing up for a highly anticipated showdown with UAB, a contest that could prove pivotal in the American Athletic Conference. While Memphis enters the game as the favored team, they must exercise caution, as UAB has demonstrated significant momentum in recent weeks. The Blazers are currently on a 5-game winning streak, during which they've been averaging an impressive 84 points per game. Memphis, on the other hand, relied on a strong second-half performance to secure a 61-53 victory over Wichita State in their previous outing. Maintaining their position in the top 25 will require a win over UAB, but the Tigers are unlikely to find this matchup as straightforward as some might anticipate. In their most recent game, Memphis shot 44.2% from the field, with much of their success attributed to standout player P.J. Haggerty, who delivered a stellar performance, going 8 for 1-1 and scoring 22 points. While Memphis has not been particularly dominant in recent games, they have managed to grind out wins. UAB, however, presents a formidable challenge, with the Blazers shooting 47% from the field this season and averaging 82 points per game while allowing 72.5 points per game. UAB boasts 4 players averaging double figures, with Yaxel Lindeborg leading the charge. Lindeborg is averaging 17 points and 10.1 rebounds per game, and his contributions will be critical as UAB aims to exploit turnovers and secure key rebounds. The Blazers' recent offensive efficiency and their tie with Memphis for the top spot in the American Athletic Conference suggest a closely contested battle. UAB has consistently exceeded expectations this season, exemplified by their 5-1 record against the spread in conference play. Meanwhile, Memphis has struggled in this regard, posting a 1-5 against the spread record against American Athletic Conference opponents. UAB's UAB's offense has been a consistent force, scoring at least 75 points in 10 consecutive games and surpassing 80 points in each contest during their current 5-game win streak. Memphis faces notable vulnerabilities, particularly in defensive rebounding and their propensity to allow free throw opportunities, areas that could provide UAB with opportunities to thrive. The Tigers have failed to reach 75 points in their last 3 home conference games, and their offense is coming off one of its weakest performances. With UAB's defense adept at forcing turnovers, the Blazers will likely apply pressure throughout the game. While Memphis remains the favored team, UAB's talent and recent form suggest they can keep the game close enough to cover the spread. So the UAB Blazers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams share a preference for a fast-paced style of play, with Memphis ranked 51st in adjusted tempo and UAB 93rd, according to Ken Palm. As a result, Sunday's game is expected to feature numerous possessions and scoring opportunities. Notably, 3 of the last 4 matchups between these teams have gone over the total, and this contest is likely to follow suit. UAB has been a scoring powerhouse, consistently exceeding 75 points this season and surpassing 80 points in all 5 games they've played in 2025. As the highest scoring offense in the American Athletic Conference, the Blazers are likely to showcase their prowess through offensive rebounding and efficient free throw shooting. Memphis, playing at home, should also capitalize on opportunities at the free throw line and leverage their three-point shooting against UAB's defensive vulnerabilities. Given that the Blazers allow an average of 76 points per game on the road, Memphis is expected to score more than 75 points in this matchup. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Florida Atlantic versus North Texas. The Florida Atlantic Owls, currently ranked 7th in the American Athletic Conference standings, are gearing up to take on the North Texas Mean Green, who hold the 2nd spot in the same conference. This matchup is set for January 26th at the Super Pit. Florida Atlantic enters the game on the heels of a thrilling 75-73 victory at home against the Rice Owls last Sunday. Meanwhile, North Texas boasts a strong performance streak, having secured a 76-67 home win against the Temple Owls on Wednesday, marking their 4th consecutive victory. North Texas has demonstrated dominance on their home court, winning 10 straight home games, whereas Florida Atlantic has struggled in away matches, losing 4 of their last 7 on the road. The Mean Green have a clear advantage in this game due to their efficient shooting, as they have made over 48% of their field goal attempts at home. In comparison, the Owls have only converted 41% of their shots across their last 3 games. North Texas also holds an edge at the free throw line, making over 75% of their attempts compared to Florida Atlantic's sub-70% accuracy. Additionally, the Mean Green excel in rebounding, particularly on the offensive glass, where they average more than 8 offensive rebounds per game, providing them with extra scoring opportunities. They also take good care of the ball, averaging fewer than 10 turnovers per game at home, minimizing easy scoring chances for their opponents. Florida Atlantic's defense has been a significant concern, allowing more than 79 points per game on the road, which could make it difficult for them to contain North Texas's offense. The Florida Atlantic Owls are no longer the formidable team they once were, and their defensive struggles have worsened in recent games. The Owls have allowed 73 or more points in 8 of their last 10 contests, and their inability to contain opponents has been a recurring issue. Additionally, Florida Atlantic has failed to cover the spread in 6 of their last 7 games. On the other hand, the North Texas Mean Green have been exceptional on their home court, maintaining a perfect 10-0 record. They have also covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games and are one of the top 5 teams in the nation in terms of points allowed per game defensively. Given Florida Atlantic's defensive shortcomings and their struggles on the road, it's difficult to see them managing enough stops to beat a solid team like North Texas. So the North Texas Mean Green to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In their last 4 games, the Owls have played under the total. Florida Atlantic has an impressive offensive output, averaging 81 points per game, and they play at a fast pace, ranking 22nd nationally in tempo with 75.1 possessions per game. However, they will face a North Texas team that has been highly effective defensively, allowing just 59 points per game at home. The Mean Green, on the other hand, average 70 points per game and operate at the 3rd slowest pace in the country, with only 63.1 possessions per game. Considering Florida Atlantic's defensive issues on the road, where they allow 80 points per game, and North Texas's ability to limit scoring, it's unlikely that this matchup will generate enough points to surpass the projected total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.